Jorin's bumhole. It's me, Bimbly Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully I'm loud enough, Pencil Parley. Let me know if I'm not. Right, where are we? Well, if it was actually daytime, over there, you'd be able to see the lake where Fosco is. But it's dark and we can't. But we were on the way to, there's Thamgalir up there. Okay, I've stopped here especially because, again, Pencil Parley, he reckons that rock looks like a fossilised DeLorean. I'm not so sure myself. But, to be fair, Pencil Parley, last time he saw it, I was running past on my horse. And a bit of a glance. It does look a bit car-shaped, I must admit. Anyway, here we are. Or is it that one down there? No, I don't think it's that one down there. That one looks a bit more car-shaped. Anyway, quickly, I forgot to do it last time. You can see Bimblin has a fancy new cloak. And this is his Busy Bee cloak. Remember, if he did a certain amount of tasks, not only did he get an extra task that he could turn in each time, he also got a cosmetic, which is this funky cloak, which is rather nice. The only thing I don't like about it is the hood. And the thing about the hoods are, if you have a cloak with a hood, it overwrites whatever you've got in your head slot. So, yeah, we can't see his rather groovy Mohican that he's got. But it is a nice cloak, and I think it's better than the one we had before. So we'll keep it on for now. There are a lot of really fancy cloaks that don't have hoods, and we'll probably get one of those eventually. But as it stands, let's have this nice one. I think it's a nice cloak. I like when you get in, it's got the little... considering how old this game is, you know, you've got the little honeycomb effect there in the gold. And I think the gold and the green go really well together. It's a nice cloak. Should have the option to, you know, not wear the hood or have it thrown back, but unfortunately not. Anyway, enough of that crap. We've got this boffin quest to do. So let's start rounding some of these idiots up. Stout Heart, away! So we'll go down here. And past all this lot. But we will take up a rich iron deposit. As I say, it's big money. And I think that when I told you about that, when we started Yonder Shire, I had something like... I don't know, 60 or 70 gold. I've now got 114 gold just through selling yew wood and rich iron and a bit of gold, gold ore as well. But we've essentially made a fortune. Right, I think he's over here. Come on, Fosco, where are you? He's round here, so there he is. So, he's having a look at this guy. Fosco Boffin stands by the riverside, marvelling at a hobbit boat bobbing in the water. Right, Fosco.
Is there something I can do for you?
I went in search of elf boats, Bimblin, but I found a hobbit boat instead. It seems the yonder hobbits aren't as afraid of boating as the folk back home. Are these my people? I bumped into my sister Marigold a short ways back, but she didn't come here with me. She said she was going to investigate the ruins north of here. That's very much like our Marigold, if you don't know. She was always looking for adventure. If you find goblins, you'll likely find my sister. I have a few more questions for this fellow about his boat, but once I've asked them, I'll come back for Angelica's party. Worry not, I won't be long. Okay, mate. So we've got to go and find Marigold. And yes, she's back at bloody Loon Goble. So for the third time of asking, we're back at Loon Goble. But it's only a very quick A very brief visit, because, as you know, Marigold, she doesn't stay anywhere long. So we'll just whiz up there. We do have to kill 6 goblins when we get there, but we're wildly overleveled. It'll be the work of but moments, and then we can crack on. Okay, tell you what, save some time. I'll meet you there. See you in a bit. And here we are at Loon Gobel. So let's just kill stuff. Need to kill 6 of these guys. Let's give them the treatment. Drop some stuff while we're here, like these supply crates, because why not? Oh, it's about 3 or 4 of them here, isn't there? Killed all them. There's a scout there trying to hide. The supply crate. Someone's calling for us, but it isn't Marigold. Let's go and see who it is. I'm just going to kill you because you're there. Ooh. There is an antique vase over here. So let's get an artifact while we're at it. Won't take long. There we go. Whee! Let's go and see who's shouting our name out. It's Bingo. Of course it's Bingo.
What do you need?
No sign of Marigold yet. I'm sure she's fine. She's a chip off the old block, as they say. Of all my first removed cousins, she seems the most able to take care of herself. Priska would say I've been a bad influence, but I say that's the very best kind. I think I might have found a clue to the location of another of the boffin children bimbling. There's apparently a dancing competition underway at Long Cleeve. If that does not sound like music to Esmeralda's ears, I know of nothing else that would. To Long Cleeve, my good dwarf. Okay, good old Long Cleeve. I'll show you a quick way to get there. So instead of going down that way, there is another way to get here, which involves coming through this little valley here. If I can find the way down. Where's the way down? There is a way down somewhere. Sure there is. Is it here? It's here. Thought we were trapped then. So you can come down here, and instead of going around that way, you can cut through this way. And here we are at Ost Lagaroth up there. Wing guards down there. So we've done this before, but instead of going back down that way to Gamich, what we're going to do is, this is where it was getting mixed up, we actually go north here, and I'll show you that funky place where you can do your Enemies of the Shire Slayer deed. It's up here. And this also takes us in a roundabout way to Long Cleeve, which is somewhere where we want to go anyway. So up here, as you can see, there's a bit of a swamp. It's a swamp and a little village. Well, the village is full of boggarts. And when I say full, it's absolutely stiff with them. So we're going to go in. I do have a Tome of Defense, which I'm going to use. Yeah. And you'll see why when we get there. You will have to watch it in here, because there are so many of them. Yeah, it's easy to get swamped. Look at them all. But it is very easy to complete your deed. So all I'm going to do is... I'll do a ton of AoE attacks. It's a bit easier for me because I am a champion and I have AoE attacks. But if you're not a champion and you don't have an area of effect attack, you can still kill them, especially if you're up at my level. But you may get stunned and things like that. And without an AoE attack, you know, you can end up getting really swamped by these guys. So just be careful. Be prepared to run away and then come back again. Because once you thin them out a little bit, you know, instead of having like 30 to kill, if you've only got like 20, something like that, you know, you should pretty much like kick their ass dead easy. But it's just that initial time you come in, you know, there might be a few too many for you. Take a look at all these. They're just coming from everywhere. Who are you? A deadly boggart, eh? So what did we kill there? Must have killed at least 30. So it's a very useful place to come and finish that little enemies of yonder Shire Slayer deed. We'll see where we're up to now, actually. Right, done that. So where are we? Eriador, Yonder Shire, enemies of Yonder Shire. Look at that, we're on 138 already, and we killed about 38 just then. So it's useful to know that little spot. It'll save you a lot of time. But as I say, if you haven't got an area of effect attack, just be a little careful. Because at the beginning, when there's a full 30 odd of them, they can overwhelm you a bit. We're going to carry on this way. And we're well on our way to Bar Faroth, it's called. And that's round here somewhere. I think it's up this hill. So we may as well go there. I'll show you where it is. And we need it anyway for the deed. Places in Yonder Shire. I've gone a bit high, so I'm sorry about this, Stout Heart. So, this is Bar Faroth. Let's do it. We're sick of the boffins for the time being. We're going to go in here. So we've got to pick up artifacts for Hubo. So we'll start with this mound of dirt here. Then we're going to kill all them boggarts because they're rather stupidly just stood there. And it gives us a quest. While exploring the Undershire, you have encountered a number of goblins exploring the ruins of Bar Faroth. Although they have seemingly captured the eastern ruins of Bar Faroth, only a few have ventured into the western ruins. However, if these goblins are not defeated, it is likely they will soon lay claim to all of Bar Faroth. You should defeat goblins at the ruins of Bar Faroth. We'll do that. We'll do that. While we're looking for Hubo stuff. Ooh, chest. So basically, just come in here and kill loads of these guys. Antique bars. And if you're a scholar, you know you've got the scholar crafting, then it's great in here because it's absolutely full of it. Right. Things that we are looking for around here. In fact, we'll do something else. I've remembered something else. There is a reason why the goblins, there aren't as many of them in the western side, and we're going to find that out now. We're going to find that out now, and we may as well do, it's additional quests, so we may as well do them now while we're here. And I'll show you because it is tricky. Tricky to find. And this slain goblin, select him. While exploring Bar Faroth, you've discovered the remains of a slain goblin outside the ruins of the old Hunter's Hall. It seems that a few goblins have dared to draw too near to its doors, but it remains unclear why they have become so fearful of it. You should enter the ruins of the Hunter's Hall and attempt to discover who has been acting against the goblins at Bar Faroth. We'll do that after we've investigated these piles of dirt for artifacts. And this is the carved runes that we're doing some sort of brass rubbings of for Hubo as well. So we may as well, well, we're making an etching. So there you go. Just before we go in there, I think there is something else for us to find. There's another chest here. I think there's another goblin body. I seem to remember there are 2 goblin bodies to be looked at, if I recall correctly. So I'm just going to go down and see if there's anything I've missed. Came through here. I'm sure there's another one, but there's a couple of mounds of dirt and stuff that we need to pick up anyway. I think there's another goblin body. And it's to do with Marigold, I think. Okay, we only need 2 more etchings, that's good. I felt certain there was a body around here somewhere. It did come this way. I can't see it. Can't see it. We might get sent back here. That's perfectly possible. In fact, it might be Bingo who sends us back here, and he wants us to find Esmeralda first, doesn't he? So that's probably where I've got mixed up. Right, we'll go back to the Hunter's Hall and see who's been killing these goblins. Up we go! Yeah, I think if we do get sent back here, there's like a dead goblin round here that we've got to select. The only reason I've remembered it is because of the dead goblin that's here. I think that'll happen. If it doesn't, we'll just conveniently forget about it. Deep in the overgrown ruins of the Hunter's Hall, you spy a campfire's light. Okay. What's going on here then? Evening all. A ranger of the north and his faithful companion appear to dwell within the Hunter's Hall. Whoop. Well, his companion's fast asleep. What is it, a dog? Okay, Athandir.
How can I be of service?
I heard you coming, dwarf. If I did not deem you a friend, you would not stand before me. Ooh, edgelord. Tell me, did Halros send you? I will tell you the same thing I told the others he sent. It is not the place of the Dunedain to intervene in the affairs of halflings. Who are you and what business do you have in the Shire? You introduce yourself and inform Athandir that of the many threats that have come to the Yonder Shire. It is true that I have kept watch for many years, and that the dangers facing the Shire have seldom grown so dire, but my duty is to protect these lands. Why now should I involve myself when the halflings act against their own? When lesser men come unbidden to these lands seeking for stolen fortunes, should not the halflings prove their own mettle? You tell Athandir that the hobbits may face their own challenges, but the presence of the goblins poses a unique threat. Indeed, they have complicated my long vigil at Bar Faroth. I have repelled them as best I can, but I fear I will soon have to seek new refuge. If you insist upon aiding me, I would ask that you set traps within Bar Faroth and retrieve my caches. The goblins arrived so swiftly that I could not recover them before they built their encampment atop them. Here, I will mark them upon your map. You have given me much to consider. Do as I have asked, and I will hear your words. Right. Usual ranger. You do me job for me. That kind of ranger. Out we go. I mean, you know, wouldn't take much to get this place up and running again, would it? Here's a trap location. That's why they're abandoning them all. Better than sitting about freezing your ass off in the wilderness, isn't it? You'd think. But that's the way rangers do stuff. So let's pick up some artifacts while we're about it. Do these trap locations. Shouldn't take long. The tricky ones are actually the ranger caches. So I'll show you where those are, if I can. Oh yeah, If you're doing the ranger caches and find that you're one short, I'll show you where it is. It's a bit cheeky. In fact, it's very cheeky. Well, I'll explain it when we get to it. More locations for traps up here. Ooh. Let's do another etching. Only need one more of those. 2 more trap locations here. A mound of dirt as well. Hubo. Right, so we've got all the forgotten relics. Trap locations. Are there any I've missed? I'm sure there are. Yeah, there's another 2 over here. I think that should do it, should it? Yes. Just take you up here as well. kill some stuff up here. Why not? These pesky goblins. We've got to kill them anyway. Oh, I knew there was another reason to come up here. There's an etching. I think this is the last etching we need as well. So that'll be Hubo sorted out. Okay, so all we need now is the Ranger caches and to kill the rest of these goblins, of which we will have ample opportunity. So come through here. Oh, there's loads of chests and things just to loot as well on the way. So all the Ranger caches are on the eastern side, which is across this bridge. There's another bit of a bridge there, but as you can see, I mean, you may have a character that can jump that. I can't jump it. It's just easier to come to this more northerly bridge. Do it this way. There we are. I've kept forgetting to do my shout. I should do. I'm very near completing the deed for it. Right, here's a Ranger's cache. You think, how on earth could we fail to see these Ranger's caches when they're just glowing away? You know, it's like paradise by the dashboard light. They're just glowing like medals at the edge of the night. How can you miss them? I'll show you. Bloody developers, that's how. Right, we just need one more of them, then we can ignore them. But if you're doing this, by all means, just kill as many as you can. It'll go towards that Slayer deed. Right. You have done much to hinder the goblins in their efforts to capture Bar Faroth. Although many of their number remain encamped in its eastern reaches, few still dare to brave the span into the western ruins. There we go. So we've got that. Let's rob this chest. Because that's how we operate. Right. And there's a cache. Pick it up. 4 to go. Vase. Or vase. Whichever. Oh, there's another Ranger's cache over there in the corner. All these are fine. Dead easy. Not a problem. What's he moaning about, you're all saying? You'll see. So, another one over there. So we're getting very close now. I think it's just 2 more after this, isn't it? It is. There's a chest here. Some more artifacts. Quick look around, and there's that ruined bridge. Let's go up here. Kill these. Just because they were in our way. Looks like he is. Try to heal himself, but it's not going to do him any good. What's the way you get round? Is there a way to get round here? Or am I getting mixed up? I'm getting mixed up. Let's go back down. I'm getting mixed up. It's not difficult. Went round there. Gonna go further round. No. There is a way to get round. Bear with me, viewers. Let's go down here. I'll show you the tricky cache. And the reason why this is tricky is because it's actually outside the bloody walls. So you can spend hours in there looking around and then think, oh, cobblers to it, I've had enough. And it's here, you know, on the outside. So that's the tricky one. We've still got another one to find. But the other one to find is definitely within the walls here. I'm missing something here, as all too often happens. Thought there was another... Oh, I know what I've done. There are so many ruins here, I've got my ruins mixed up. I'm thinking of, I'll show you. This one called Tearhad. Let's find this last ranger cache. At least it's inside the walls, I know that for definite. Let's get on my horse actually, save a bit of time. There it is. Here's the final one. Yeah, so it's just that one that's just outside the gate. It's tricky. Let's get back. We've done all the quests we can do in here for now. I think we will get sent back at some point. Looking for Marigold. But that's another quick one, because, of course, Marigold buggers off somewhere. Chat with Thandir, the miserable get. Miserable pig he is. Up we go.
What can I do for you?
I must admit I doubted your resolve, Bimblin. I thought Halros a fool when he ingratiated himself to the halflings. It was our duty to protect these lands, not to befriend its peoples. Perhaps I've misjudged my charge. Perhaps you have. Athandir pauses, and for the briefest moment a pained look washes across his face. When the time is right, I will reveal myself to the halflings in the village they call Long Cleeve. Steady on. For too long, they have caught only glimpses of me and Thorvellen. They think that my companion is some terrible Nasher, some beast in the night, and we have protected these lands, vigilant and unseen. Yet there is a shadow that rises in the east, and it grows in strength with each passing hour. If we do not stand together, then we shall die alone. Perhaps now it is best that they know of me, that they might call upon me in times of dire need. That sounds like a good plan. We'll pick one of these. Right, so we've sorted that misery out. Back we go, and we will now go to Long Cleeve. As soon as we get to Long Cleeve, we'll pick up a few quests, and then we shall call it an episode. Out you go. Let's pop on the old horse. And obviously at some point we'll have to go back and see Hubo. But we'll save that for the next time we're in No Bottle. Down we go. And out. So, getting back to Long Cleeve is easy. I'll show you the way from here. Just go down the hill. There's the river. And eventually a little road turns up. Just follow the road. Keep an eye on your right hand side. Bill Fernie! Sort him out later. Bill Fernie. You know, from a bit part player in the Lord of the Rings, he's he's certainly got a well-paying gig in Lord of the Rings Online. He's everywhere. Right, so this is Long Cleeve. Okay. So first of all, we'll have a chat to Postman North Tuck.
Might I speak with you a moment?
If you're a mind to help the quick post, I need to get a satchel of mail to No Bottle as soon as possible. If you follow the road south, you'll end up in No Bottle, sooner or later anyway. Postman Grub can be found outside the quick post, just up the hillside off the west side of the road. Keep your wits about you in No Bottle. There's a lot of folk there, they have a love for gossip. And, to their minds, it is vital that a busy postman hears every last bit of it. Fine folk, I'm sure, but a bit talkative for my taste. Oh, and before you go, I want to talk. I want to talk to you for a long time. I overheard a bounder from Hithershire making trouble at the Arch the other day. Some business about wanting to see Reeve Rosa without an invitation. Don't tell anyone I said this, but you ought to keep your distance from them bounders if you don't recognise them. Anyway, the satchel's right over there on the table. Deliver it to No Bottle as quickly as you can. We'll do that after I've finished my other business. Okay. So, bit of a quest on Long Cleeve, as you would imagine. This bounder's okay. Bounder Tudge. As you can imagine, somebody with a name like Tudge is trustworthy. So I thought I'd point him out. First thing to do is let's go and chat to the stable master.
Hello there.
Hello! We can now get to Long Cleeve by using the stables. Let's pick up some other quests. I think Gruffo Notwise has got one.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Dear me, you gave me quite a shock there. I'm afraid I was completely consumed by my work. Oh yes, I'm very proud of the clothes I've sewn here. Picked up the hobby recently. The clothes are for my children and grandchildren, but trying to deliver them to their doorsteps has been a vexing problem. Walking up and down Longcleeve takes a toll on my old legs, you see. I'd never finish the job. If you'd like to assist me, you can deliver some of them. I'll deliver the rest. So we're going to deliver some of those for him. Next episode. Here is the pub, so we may as well finish the pub quest. So in we go. And we're in the Roaring Bull. And there's our token of gratitude. So we'll finish that off in a sec. No, can't have that yet. Tavern Keep. Let me speak to the Tavern Keep. From Field to Pines.
A lovely day,
Good,
isn't
good.
it?
You can leave those beers with me. That drink is for you. A token of thanks for making this delivery. Okay, now you can drink it. Bimblin. You boot. Woo! You have learned a great deal about the brewing of Yondershire beer from Brewmaster Bloder Hotblossom and completed her deliveries to each of the grateful tavern keeps. Revellers of Yondershire will no doubt sing your praises this evening as they enjoy a mug or two of No Bottle's finest. Good on him. There we go. I don't think there's anything else in here as of yet. Nope. So we can go back outside, pick up the rest of the quests here. Oh, don't get stuck. Right, there we are. There's Magetha Grub. Can't speak to her yet. we can now.
Hello.
Yes, can I help you? You introduce yourself as a friend of Magetha's new neighbour, Angelica Boffin. But before you continue, the hobbit woman holds up her hand. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I am busy working. You see, I spend my days coordinating with the Bounders to help with the various dangers that threaten Yondershire, and I simply cannot discuss personal matters or other frivolities until the work is finished for the day. Today we are dealing with ruffians at the ruins to the northwest, an infestation of boggarts to the north, and a pack of goblins to the northeast. Excuse me. Once those dangers are faced, I will gladly meet with you back at No Bottle, of course. So there we go. So we've got to defeat ruffians at Oslagara, so we'll end up going back there. Boggarts in Yondershire, they're all over the place. You've seen those little bands of them running around like they're in a Benny Hill sketch. And defeat goblins on the eastern side of Bar Faroth. So we have to go back up there, but there are a couple of other quests that take us back up there, so no big deal. Right, we'll make our way up the hill. Pick up the rest of the quests. First of all, there's sort of a second level here. We'll just check if there are any quests here, because I can't remember. I think there will be at some point, but there's a closed drop-off, so we may as well do that while we're here. And another one. But other than that, there are currently no quest rings to pick up. So let's get back on our horse, speed it up a bit. But at least we've done 2 of those drop-offs. Ooh, 3. 3 drop-offs. So we've only got 2 more to do. Woo! Up we go. There's Esmeralda. Oh, I've got Gaff. She'll want us to dance, won't she? Are you here to join in the dancing competition, Bimblin? When I arrived, I discovered to my dismay that there was nothing going on. There was nary a toe tap, no sign of an arm flourish, neither a twirl nor a whirl, so I started my own. I will return to No Bottle, of course, but not until you participate in the dance, Bimblin. So I've got dance. Oh, God. Perhaps if I got to the emote screen, I might be able to do some dancing. So we'll do dance 1 to start with. That crap one. How long must you dance? I think we've got to dance again. So we'll do our dance 2. There we go. Esmeralda seems pleased with your performance.
What do you need?
Good job, Bimblin. I'm impressed. Anyway, you're looking for Marigold. She came this way and I asked if she wanted to join my dancing competition, but she declined. Apparently she was pursuing a band of goblins, although with my sister it can sometimes be hard to tell if what she says is true or if she's imagining some mad adventure. Either way, she ran off to the north, so you can look for her in that direction. I will return to No Bottle in a few moments. Just let me get a few more dance steps in. So, yes. I said it was bingo, but it was Esmeralda who sends us up to Bar Faroth again. But we've got to go back there anyway. Welcome to Cleeve, mind your manners. Rosalinda Nortuck.
Is there something I can do for you?
Welcome to Yondershire. Make yourself at home here in Cleeve. There is much to do and see here. Have you any other business to discuss? What news have you from No Bottle? Salga Greengrass sent you to see the sights of No Bottle and claimed they were the most interesting to be seen anywhere. Well, that claim has a little substance. No tour is complete without seeing what Cleeve has to offer. The village centre, the lovely gazebo, and the Roaring Bull, the finest tavern in all of Yondershire. We'll bump into those as we go along, so no big deal. And I think we've got a couple more quests to pick up. So we got the view of the village. Right, Prunell and Goldworthy.
Good day. My Can't I have a
I
word
don't
with you?
suppose you'd be willing to help me, would you? I don't mean to be a bother, but I'm certainly in need of assistance. You see, I think I may have said yes one time too many. A look of panic darts across Prunella's face. Do not let my example stop you from agreeing to help me. Please say yes to this urgent request. Good one. Prunella breathes deeply, calming herself. The folk hereabout bring me pets, and farm animals they are no longer able to tend to for one reason and another. I am never able to refuse them. I have tried to find good homes for as many as I can, with some success, but I'm still quite overwhelmed by the sheer number of creatures, lovable though they may be. Will you help me feed and tend the animals in my care? We will. Okay. One to remember is the injured bird here. He's not currently. She's going to ask you to do some more, and the injured bird's part of it, but he's a bit tricky. As it is, we're just doing things like patting the needy goat and feeding the... oh no, we're feeding hungry chickens and patting the other creature. We'll do it while we make our way back down. There are still plenty of things to do in Cleeve, so we'll have to sort that out. And but we'll do it next episode. But on my way down, we may as well, like needy hound, needs a pat. Oh, have I actually got a pat in? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Select him. I've got to press pat. All right. Hungry pony. He gets fed. Anything else around here? Oh, the pub. Let's just go in. And then the small establishment looks cosy. So that's just part of the sightseeing quest. We have a needy pig. Let's give him a pat. There we go. We've got a hungry cat and a needy cow somewhere. There's the needy cow. That didn't sound like a cow noise, but we'll let it off. Let's drop some clothes off. And we just need to feed the hungry cat. Can't remember where the cat is. This is the last clothes drop off, I think. So at least we've done that. We have, they're all done. So we'll find the cat later. But yeah, we've done most of it. We'll turn this in. And then it's out of the way.
Hello there.
Phew, that's enough walking for me today. You have my thanks. Now that's out of the way, maybe I ought to start sewing clothes for my neighbours. Just for fun. Ooh, I've got ideas already. You knock yourself out, Gruffo. Reaping what was sown. See what they did there? Okay. Right, that's as much as we're doing for this episode. I still need to find the hungry cat, but I have a feeling I left it right at the top there. So he's going to have to wait. Okay, Bimblin, my old man. Oh, sorry. What have I done there? Don't know what happened there, but that is it for today's episode. So we've been up to Bar Faroth. We're going to have to go back up there, but we would have had to go up there anyway. And we've got a few bits and bobs to finish in Cleeve. And yeah, I was a bit precipitate. We've probably got about 2 or 3 episodes still in Yonder Shire. It isn't as long as the Shire or Breeland or the Lone Lands or any of that, but you know, it's still going to be a fair few episodes here. Okay, so that is it for this episode. I hope you join me for the next one. Until then, this is me, Catweasel, saying toodaloo. Flip 'em off, Bimblin. Whee! See you next time.